I'm Darren Walsh from the Bicycle Shop in Maynooth, and this morning we're going to go through some of the basic maintenance tips that you may need for your bicycle. So whether you're a regular cyclist or whether you have a bicycle sitting in your shed for many years, now is the time to take it out and empower yourself with the knowledge of how to service your own bicycle. You've just taken your bicycle from the shed. You haven't used it in a little while, and what we're going to do is just give you some very basic maintenance tips and things to check before you go cycling. As a starting point, turn the bicycle upside down, rest it on the saddle and rest it on the handlebars. The first thing to check is the inflation in your tires. Different bicycles have different inflation levels, but on most bicycles, if you look at the side of the tire, it will tell you what PSI, which is pounds per square inch, the tire requires. On this particular bicycle, it's 40. I'm using a workshop pump here, which has a gauge, although there are available in your shops a micro pump that fits on the frame here. It has normally got either connection to fit any kind of valve, and it should have a gauge on it. Get one of those as part of your basic bicycle toolkit. Opening the valve, give it a little tap just to ensure that there's a free flow of air, and place the top of your pump over the valve, lock it in place and inflate it. My gauge is telling me that we're up to 40 psi on this wheel, but if you don't have a gauge, simply feel the tire. It should be nice and hard with very little give. If the bicycle has been sitting up for a little while, there may be a dry chain, there may be some cobwebs, there may be some dirt on it. Simply with a bottle of just water, spray the chain ring, the back derailleur, the front derailleur and the moving parts. With a dry cloth, simply clean off these units. If there's any old oil or dirt, give it a good clean and take them off. Same on the front chain ring, front derailleur and the chain itself. If you simply turn the chain like so, it'll take most of the rubbish and the dirt off for you. I'm just going to give the frame a little polish there because it's wet. She's dry and we're ready to go. Using a very light spray oil, simply turn the chain and spray the moving parts. We'll turn this around. What we want to get here is, we want to get the chain, we want to get the block, we want to get the jockey wheels and the moving parts on the derailleur, and also any points on the bicycle where you've got an exposed cable going into an outer housing. Here, here, underneath here, and underneath here. That's our bicycle oiled and pumped. At this point, turning the pedals, it's not a bad idea just to flick through the gears and make sure that the gears are functioning nicely. If your gears are out of line or not functioning properly, we recommend that you go to your local bicycle shop and have the bicycle serviced. Turning the bicycle back over again, we have a little look, we're pumped, we know we're oiled up, and we're going to take our Allen key and simply double check the nuts and bolts on the bicycle. Handlebar stem, side bolts, front bolts, and the bolts here in the brake and the gear levers. On this one, they're tightened up. Don't over tighten them, just until you feel a nice bite, we're good to go. So that's it. Pumped up, tightened up, gears are fine. Adjust your saddle. On this bicycle, it's a quick release. It will allow it to go up and down. Close the link, sit up on the bicycle. Whoop, this one is a little bit too high. So we're going to lower the saddle down and try again. What we're aiming for on the bicycle is that when the pedal is at the lowest point here, with your heel on the pedal, your leg should have a very slight bend in it. If your leg is too straight, it's not right. If your leg is too bent, it's not right. So with the heel pushed down, a very slight bend in the leg. Try it in a position. If you want, after a little while, you can readjust it, maybe put it up a half an inch or so. We're ready to go.